Okay, this is the fourth time today I'm trying Minecraft. Not entirely sure what the problem is. I think it might be with Luna Client. I downloaded the latest Luna Client a couple of weeks ago because once they updated Minecraft to 1.18.2, my old Luna Minecraft wouldn't let me play on the realm, on the homey realm. So I updated that, and I'm wondering whether I downloaded a really buggy copy from somewhere. It wasn't from the Luna Client website, it was a third-party one. And it seemed to work fine, but in the last game I was in the homey realm, random stuff started happening, like I was placing blocks, but they were invisible. And I kept getting put underground. You know, when you end up like half into stuff, like when you open a trapdoor on yourself, that kind of thing. So that seemed to be happening a bit. And then I think when I joined the server, I think my Luna Client settings were just so buggy that they kind of mucked about with that as well. Because I used Luna Client to go in on the server so that I could access commands. Anyway, I think it's done something to my Minecraft game. And the only way probably to undo it would be to completely uninstall Minecraft and delete all the files and get a clean install. I have deleted and reinstalled the launcher, but I was still getting the issues. I don't know. I think I'm just going to avoid spectator mode for now and see what happens. It seems to be when I enter spectator mode, then everything goes buggy. So fingers crossed. If we stay out of spectator mode, stay in creative mode, and just deal with anything unseen in creative mode rather than trying to map stuff out. Thankfully, I've already seen the inside of the hill where the portal is, so I know it's pretty empty for a while. We'll just have to see what happens. I've made a note of my latest save file before I use the Luna client, so hopefully that will be a nice clean file if it's to do with the save files or the backup files rather than just the game mechanics. I don't know. See, I don't know how it works. I'm not a programmer. But I wouldn't be able to sleep tonight if I didn't at least try. So I'm going to make a start. I'm going to do some more work on the portal for phase 2 of the Swamp Town. Right. I am definitely going to swap this roof up at some point, but I want to go into the... I'm quite slow up here. Am I crouched? Oh no. Let me see. No, I'm not crouched. I have just been playing Fortnite. Maybe it's just because I'm used to being fast in Fortnite, maybe. Fingers crossed. Oh gosh. It'd be a shame to lose this, but I think since the server's okay, I don't think it's... I don't think it's the save file or the backup file. I think it is my whole Minecraft program. I don't know. I might play around with it on Thursday and see. Right, let's walk around a bit, see if we're still getting the lag and the weird jerkiness. It's there a little bit, I think. Yeah, it is still there. Oh, I really hate not understanding stuff. Right. So I do have a plan for this. I think I'm going to get rid of these massive columns. I think they're far too big for the structure that I'm planning. And I'm going to make the stilts, the columns even. I'm going to make the columns the same as the towers. That way it ties everything together. I was going to leave this as it was, but I'm actually going to completely redo the floor. So I'm going to map it up. We'll have a couple of lava pools in there with a spiral pattern of the magma blocks, similar to the spiral pattern you see in the lit portal. And I think I am going to keep the portal the size it is and put the metal railings around. I'll do the metal railings and the blocks, and then we'll knock out the metal railings until we've got something that we're happy with. So sorry to say that I'm going to need to fill all of this stuff in. Fill it in with any block for the minute. And should probably use dirt though, actually. Be easier to see stuff after. Does anybody else's eyes go funny when you've got a repeating pattern like this? Well, one thing I did find out playing Fortnite, Nomi was telling me that apparently we've been playing in games that are full of bots. And I was thinking, I wasn't really thinking it, you know, like actively thinking it, but I know in the back of my head I kind of got the thought, you know what, people act the same every single time. They're really easy to predict what they do. And thinking that I was actually getting to be quite a good player, but it turns out I was just playing against AI. So yeah, when we were playing, we joined some squads and we played against real human beings, and yeah, I did not do very well at all, as you'd expect from a noob. So but I'll get some more practice in. It is fun, it is fun. I kind of got over the anxiety now. The whole, oh my god, I'm going to die, that's kind of gone, which is good. So yeah, a couple of lava pits, some nice spiral magma patterns, and we're going to dig out underneath here. Actually excavate underneath the portal after I've built the canopy. And under here we're going to have an abandoned stable. And by abandoned I mean literally however many years ago, like hundreds of years ago, this was abandoned. The horses are still there. So we're going to populate it with skeleton and zombie horses. So I need to think about a decent design for a stable. We're going to keep the water flowing. We're going to do some steps that go underneath the water, and the steps are going to be supported by the same columns that we've got on the tower, and that I'm going to put here. So if we just pop over to the tower and I'll show you what I mean. You see, in my head that portal was much higher above the cliff face than it is actually. Everything's much grander in scale in my head than it is in real Minecraft life. So this is the kind of support structure we're going to have for our columns, which is just to keep it all tied together. And we might scatter a few more buildings around up here. I've decided to split the inside of the cave or the cliff into the different factions: the Bone Horde, End of Ale, Spiderwick, and the Deadlands. Although what I'm probably thinking is that Spiderwick, since the spiders aren't sentient in the same way that the skeletons, the zombies, and the Endermen are, I think the spiders might be the periphery. So they might be around the outside or the edges or the connecting zones. Something like that. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So I might keep this part of the portal the same. I shouldn't really have destroyed all that, but there is no back button. So we'll live with it. And we'll just make sure that the bit that is under the canopy is the bit that looks still pretty preserved, well preserved. So we'll keep this growing through this tree. We will change the support. But then when we get under here, we're going to have a staircase. It might spiral it a little bit or bring it out in a bit of a bell curve. Coming up here, I'm going to have one entrance here. Then when we're inside, it's going to split into the 3 entryways. And then surrounding and connecting, we'll have Spiderwick where we've got the spiders. So there won't actually be a Spiderwick section, which is probably good since it is the name of a book and a movie and all that stuff. So we'll have the Bone Horde, End of Ale, and the Deadlands, and and then just the cave spiders to really annoy everybody when they're trying to get through it. Unless you're playing in peaceful, in which case you just have a really, really lovely time. Fingers crossed. So let's go down 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so that takes us there. So we'll dig in from there. We'll reinforce this anyway so that our horses don't get exposed to sunlight by enterprising Endermen. Make sure I don't go too far up. Probably add a few more water sources. I was thinking of bringing a lava source down, but I don't think I will. I'll save that for the inside. Well, so far so good. I've not experienced any problems. Touch something wooden basic quickly. There we go. Bit of bamboo there. Please, Minecraft gods, please. I mean, I very rarely use spectator mode anyway. So it's not a massive, massive, massive loss. It was useful, but all we'll have to do is, when we hit strange things that we weren't expecting when we're digging, just have to patch them up. We're in God mode anyway, we're fine. Creative mode with God hands. Does this seem a little jerky? No, I think it's okay. I don't know if I'm seeing things or if I'm trying not to see things. But I do feel sorry for the poor person who's setting the server up. Because I'm sure it's probably quite accusatory. Like, I was on your server and now my Minecraft's broken. What have you done? Poor choose, poor choose. I didn't actually say that. But I was wondering. Ooh, pretty. Well, at least this should stop the horses from escaping. Might have to put some columns there, actually. We're definitely going to have to even out the water anyway. Right. Thinking of having it about 5 or 6 high. I don't want to make it too claustrophobic for them. And I was wondering what to make the floor out of. So obviously for normal horses it would be grass and straw bales. But what about for undead horses? I mean, we could use bone. See, I've never really interacted with any of the undead stuff, so I don't really know. Do they eat something particular? I think I remember hearing that you can tame a skeleton horse. How do you tame it? What do you use? I love how this stuff's generated so far down below the portal. It's really good. Yeah, we're going to have to put some kind of barrier there. I might move this water source entirely, actually. Oh, God. And we'll fill in the canopy of the portal next, just so that I can see what the light level is going to be like here. So at the minute, 0 block, 14 sky. Might need to let a daylight cycle run just so we can see what the light levels are like inside. Right, have we got everything we need? Let's check our hotbar. Get rid of that. It's from when I was doing stuff in the swamp town. Oh, we're doing the canopy first, aren't we? There. So I'm still going to keep this bit, but we'll maybe just take it down to... Does that look? That might be a little bit too chunky. Hmm. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I need some mossy iron, ore, some mossy wool. Probably not going to use the cobblestone anyway. I don't know why I just deleted that. It's 11:30 on a Tuesday night. That's probably why. And we'll finish with just a wall. Yep. I think we do need the stairs as buttresses anyway, but let's sit ourselves down and have a look. Yep. I think we'll use mossy steps. So it doesn't all blend together. We had so many people coming to say hello today as well. It's such a shame that it was so scuffed. Uh, didn't mean to do that. Yeah, so I've also been having some trouble logging into Minecraft. It says something like your account is not, you're not logged into your account, something like that. But I am logged into my account both on Microsoft and in as in Microsoft the store and onto Xbox. Even though on PC it's now through an Microsoft Xbox account. And in my emails from Microsoft as well, and it's still telling me that I'm not logged in and makes me do it again. But when I was searching for that online over the last couple of days, I'm not the only person who's had that problem. A few other people have as well. So one of the things that came out of Microsoft help chat, which turned out not to be very helpful actually, was to install the newest update to Windows 10. So I did that earlier. It didn't seem to make a difference at all. Well, it didn't make a difference at all because I still had the same problem with spectator mode. When I went into it, I fell through the world and couldn't stop myself. So I had to change myself into creative mode and then teleport to above ground. But then I was very laggy and couldn't build in some places and couldn't use blocks in others. So it wasn't the fact that it was updated and so my software was out of date, my Windows was out of date. It's definitely something else. But I'm thinking the fact that it started with Luna Client, this third party one that I got, is possibly the problem. Possibly. So I rolled back to the official Luna Client, the old one, and went into some of my worlds which weren't, that I hadn't used at 1.18.2, so some of my very early worlds. And I used Luna Client in them for a little bit, hoping that it would override whatever Luna Client did to my Minecraft rather, build. And then I came straight into here, and hopefully I won't have any problems. But at the end of the day, it's not like I can't rebuild everything. I'll probably do it faster, make some changes. We've still got the old Swamp Town build on the server. Yeah, that's too complicated there. It's too busy. We'll just leave it like that. What I'm probably going to do is I'll hang some tattered banners from some of these and we'll vine the rest of them. And by tattered banners, because I know you can't actually make tattered banners, the standard banner patterns that I'm going to use inside the cliff face for the different factions, but instead of doing them in the vibrant colours, do them in browns and oranges and greys, so they look like they're moulded and rotting after many years of exposure to the elements. So we'll hang some of those and then it won't look so stark, the fact that you've just got these little skinny spindly wall bits and the big chunky bits at the top. Hopefully. Let's get some more mossy wall under there. I might bring some of the basalt in here as well, in the floor, because that's quite it's not as dark as a black stone, so it might actually work quite well with the cobbled brick stairs and stuff. One, two, three. Is that all of them? Yep. I mean, it's such a delicate looking structure, completely incapable of supporting itself. So I think we're going to have to add some columns at these corners as well. So my idea of this, with this brick wall frame here, is there's going to be a little bit of a maze element on the inside of the cliff. So I thought, well, we'll tie that in a little bit here. It's not going to be a very convoluted maze, a very difficult one. It is going to be something like this. So basically, you're running around in circles and you might accidentally run into the thing that you're running away from, if you get my meaning. So, oh, is it going to be thunderstorming? Possibly. So we also want to connect with some kind of arching effect here. I'm wondering whether we do stairs. That's going to face towards me, isn't it? Oh no, good. So we're going to need something to... Ah, the wall's not going to even touch that though, is it? Put a block. Can you put a block at the end of that? Ah, you'd need to put two. That doesn't look too bad. I'm a little bit wary of using too much of the carved stone brick though. I've already used too much of it. I'll leave that there just as a little thinking point. And we'll fill the rest of this in. So as I did before, I'll slab it in mostly one type. I've already laid out the ones that I want to keep, which is this cobblestone and this mossy brick. We'll randomly slab the rest and we'll go back in and fill it afterwards. Oh, I didn't quite get this one finished. So we'll do this with the mossy cobblestone. What's the difference between a labyrinth and a maze? Is a labyrinth this kind of regular pattern? But a maze is asymmetrical and like all interwoven. I think that might be it, but I might just be making that up. We'll start with the stone slabs. Oh gosh. Oh, hello, Volker One. Thank you for following. Hey, you're welcome. Any questions, just ask. I forgot I'd got my notifications on, so the sound scared me a little bit there. Any suggestions or questions, feel free to ask. So I think rather than making it asymmetric, we'll keep the pattern. Let's have a quick look what that looks like from underneath. That looks good, actually. That does look good. Hey, Weberpass. Oh, Weberpass is a bot. Buy followers, primes, and viewers on mountviewers.com. Remove the space. I thought, oh, somebody else is chatting. Right. Get back to slabbing. I do actually like the look of this stone. Let's have a look at what a smooth stone slab looks like. That border might be nice. Smooth stone slab. Face the grass for now. Pretty. It's going to be a shame to damage some of this, but can't be too pristine afterwards. Oh, wow. You know those happy accidents? Wow, that's definitely one of them. Gosh. Best thing about Minecraft is you can play around like this. Might leave that exposed, maybe? We'll leave it exposed for now and we'll fill it in after. We'll see what it looks like. Oh, did I not finish that? Is that what happened? Ah, I did. So if we put a few bits in, and then that can be our distressed bit. Which kind of makes sense given where it is. We might as well knock a few of these out here while we're at it. I do hate destroying stuff. There, that's enough. That's scuffed enough now. Right. So we'll leave that open. Hmm. 1, 2 there, 1, 2, 3 there, so we'll do that. Oh. Oh, we got a bat. We have. We did have a bat, didn't we? Well, you're too late. I've got rid of all the fire, you little bugger, so you can't get burnt. I don't know. Yeah, I can hear you. I've lost sight of it, but I do hate the way they... There we go. I do hate the way they throw themselves into the fire, although we do have lava over there. Stay here, stay here. Don't go over there. Only death waits you there. Stay with us, stay with us. Yeah, and then we'll greystone the rest of it, I think. Think about what to do with the columns. Do we need to do an outline? Oh, we do. I think we need to do another outline of the mossy cobblestone. Well, I've not seen any glitching, so it must just be the spectator mode that's scuffed. Fingers crossed. Uh, hmm. I think we're going to need another layer of wall there then. We could do that. Yep. Put the slabs on so I can see better. And keep the symmetry if we can. Hmm. I really don't like the cave spiders. I know you're not supposed to, but still. I think I might, instead of using the cave spiders spawners, I might use the ordinary spiders. Kind of like them, they're cute, big and bumbling and almost kind of fluffy. What coffee would call thick. So let's do the wall underneath and then we'll come back and do that. Match, yep. What did I just walk? Oh, netherrack. What's that crunching sound? I think if we have pillars down from the gold blocks, that's probably going to be the extra support we need there. Yeah, I think we've got the pattern. Yeah, I think we're going to have to knock a few more of these bricks out, aren't we? Can't have this perfect edge. I can't leave just one on its own though. Let's keep that bit connected. Double check. I've not done something random there. I have. Got a random extra corner block there, haven't we? Just here. Sure, we'll just get rid of that whole block. There we go. Well, that went down a lot faster than I thought it would. I thought it would take me ages to work out how to make that what I wanted, but I'm really happy with that. I think we might need another gold block though at the end here. Yep. Right. If we have some chains hanging down, hmm. Can you stick magma blocks on chains? I'm not going to do it or leave it like that, but I'm just curious. Sure you can, but let's have a quick look. Oh, you can. You totally can. Wow. Well, that'd be an interesting idea for a dungeon where you have to weave in between the magma blocks. It's a bit too much for this though. Keep that since we're going to use it later. Oh, it's missing from this side, I think. Yep. We might think about hanging something on those afterwards. I'm not sure what, but we'll have a little think about it. Right, so let's vault these. Let's vault the space in between these columns now. Do we want to use the steps? Not like that. Maybe. Could we use slabs? Let's try the smooth stone slab. And let's also try the basalt pillar, maybe. Polished basalt. See how much of a colour contrast it is. You see, it's not too bad at all. It's definitely too chunky. But that's a lovely pattern against the carved brick. I think we've got our pattern for our floor. Which stairs shall we use? See what colours we've got. Keep it in the grey. Oh, could use stone. Try the stone. And we can always try the brick as well. Hmm. That's overkill since we've already got the brick wall in place, isn't it? Just looks like a school cardigan. There we go. Hmm. What I need to remember is that people who visit this place will not be flying in creative mode, they'll be in survival, and they're just not going to see that detail. All it's going to do is hide stuff. So I think not. Let's see what we can do with wall. Oh, did I knock a block off there? Oh, look. I'm just checking my running. I'm getting a little bit of chicken head stuff going on, I think. Don't know if it's just when I get caught in the vines, though. Let's mix in some of the mossy wall. No depth perception at all. Should we add another pillar there? Maybe just a 2D one rather than the full 4. 1, 2, 3. Is that the right level? Nope. Hmm. No, it brings too much different stuff in. What about the basalt? Nope. I think that'll have to be it. We've literally just walked over there and forgotten what this looks like. From the front of the steps. Let me get rid of those. It's better. One, two, three, and then in. 1, 2, 3, and then in. Oh, I need to connect it here. Stick some mossy in. Can't really get perspective on it. No. We'll have it look skinny and unnatural. It's like, could never, absolutely never could support itself. Right, let's start building in the floor. We can always come back and finish the walls later. So, nope. I'm going to build it out about 3 wide all the way around as well, so outside of the canopy. Hmm. I think that's too much of a pattern given how intricate the inside of the basil is. I think we'll keep it plain checkerboard. And I almost dozed off there. It's doing maths problems in my head then. That was weird. Can't even remember what it's about. Not that one. Right, is that too busy? Oh no, I think that looks nice. Connects quite well. Oh, we've got a bit of a weird one there. Of course, we're going to break this up with the lava pits and the magma spiral anyway. Right, let's sink it down now. think we'll keep these few remaining patches of netherrack. What else can we use? Gosh, I keep dozing off, just like microsecond dozing off. But it has been a stressful Minecraft day. This seems to be working though, which is good. You've enjoyed? Oh my god. I was just having a conversation in my dreams there with pupils. Oh, I was asking them about practicals today, and I was just about to say, so you've enjoyed them then? They were doing electricity. Oh, I might need to stop in a bit. Let's snap out of it a little bit, do a little bit more. That is so strange. Basalt this, and we'll take a step up and have a look. Where did that magma block go? There we go. I think we might leave that. Actually, should we leave that one under the water? Oh, it's not bubbling. Is it because it's too shallow? Probably, I guess. Hmm. Yeah, my brain is now officially mush. I think ever since I realised that Minecraft's not crashing on me, I've kind of relaxed a bit and now I'm sleepy. So I think I'm going to have to call it there for tonight, people. But at least I got a stream out on a Tuesday because I do want to stay regular. But this was 3 hours later than it should have been. But there we go. Enjoy the rest of your evening or your day wherever you are. I am back tomorrow on the 30th and we'll get this finished. Famous last words because I never get it finished in one session. But we'll finish this, put some more wall around the side or at the top. We'll iron rod the portal and put a frame around it, and we'll make a start on the stables. And after that, we'll put a staircase in and go down and start on the cliff. So I'll see you then, hopefully. Bye. Bye.